grab your block again and put your block so that the long edge of your yoga block is parallel to the long edge of your yoga mat against your left thigh. So if you're confused, just look up and I've got it going on here. Okay, awesome. Now, usually we're pushing the hand into the block, the knee into the block. But this morning, I want to try to keep us out of our minds. So we're going to use our left elbow. So push down on your right foot and bring your left elbow against the block. Now, it's a little clumsy, so you have to rearrange how it feels and have your left shin parallel to the ceiling. So remember, you guys, that the legs are stronger than the arms. Push the leg into the block and to some degree, almost half-heartedly, push the left elbow against the block as well. And just notice, when did I clutch my breath? Or maybe I haven't clutched my breath yet. And then step the left foot down. You know those football games, they're like every college team does it. It's like for the homecoming game, you play the worst possible team so you can win, right? You know what I'm talking about? Well, your arm is that weak team. Like, it's not going to try that hard because it knows it's the sacrificial game so that the home team can win. The home team is the leg. Put the right thigh against the block, the right elbow against the block, and let the leg shove the block around and press with the elbow. But again, not so much effort. Now, as you press with the elbow, I want you to bring your attention to the middle of the back. Can you push the middle of the back down? It's going to ignite your core a little bit and then release. Just hang out for a second. Take the heels of the hands and as much of the hand as you can to the long edge of your block. Yep. So in a way, the block now becomes the floor and your hands become your feet. So push the heels of your feet down and begin to push the block toward the ceiling. Now, what happens in all bodies is the shoulder blades start to pull away from the floor. And it's not that that's bad. See if you can drop them down, though. Can you reach the arm from the groundedness of the shoulder blades? As you reach the arm from the groundedness of the shoulder blades, push into the heels of the feet, push into the middle of the back. And you just might be able to push the block a little bit higher. Yeah, good for you, Kate. That's it. Good. And then the elbows. Take the block, put it against the left thigh again, long edge, facing the long edge of the mat. Pick up the foot, put the left elbow against the block. All right, beautiful. Take the right leg up into the air. Take the right arm up into the air. Now, if the hamstrings are tight, bend the right knee a little bit. Start to separate the right arm and the right leg. You're going to lower them toward the floor. Now, I know how hard this is, so I ain't doing too much. You don't have to go far because as you come up, that's where the play happens with the left leg. You push the left leg into the block as you come up. Oh, yes. Let's do it one more time. Lower the right arm, lower the right leg. Use the strength of the left side of the body to help pull the right arm and the right leg back up. Okay, one more. So you go apart. That's it. Now pause wherever you are. Push the mid back down. Push against the block and come up. Beautiful. Bend the right knee, step the feet to the floor. So a good quick survey is, do I feel this anywhere other than in my core? So a couple of places might be the neck, might be the jaw, might be the hip flexor. Just make a mental note. Let's go to the other side. Elbow against block, left arm, left leg up toward the ceiling. Oh, you know what? Bad yoga teacher. If you felt like you were overusing those parts, everybody, squeeze your glutes together. I asked you to look at a problem, but I didn't help you find a solution. So now left leg goes forward, left arm goes back. Push the block and the elbow and the leg together on the right as you come back up. We're going to do 3 of these. Find the middle of the back, especially when you pull back up. Yes. One more. Your core should feel like it's the glowing sun when you come up. Awesome. Now from here, bend both knees. Just pull them into the chest for a second. You need to hold on to your block. Now let me just say that this next movement is going to work for a lot of us and not a lot of us. Can the block come to the bottoms of the feet? So it's okay if you have to roll and lift your butt. Yeah. If you can't, just put the strap on the bottoms of the feet. Take the hands. I rarely ask you guys to do this, but put the hands face down on the floor. Yeah. And I would put them close to your sides. Now, as you put them face down and close to your sides, press down on your arms because that engages your back muscles. Push down. Now press the block halfway to the ceiling or the strap. Press down on the arms, push the center of the back to the floor. Extend the block more if you can. If your hamstrings won't let you, don't worry about it. From here, can you start to say to yourself, could I lift my butt a little bit? Don't get aggressive. Could I lift my butt? Now, you guys have been around this practice long enough to know that just because you're asked to lift the butt, your mind says, well, what would I lift it from? What would I use? I could use my hands. I could push down on my hands. I could also push the feet higher to lift the butt. Yes. So think shoulder stand. We're not going there today, but this is definitely the motion required. Down with the hands, up with the block, up with the butt, and then bend the knees. Get a hold of your block, everybody. Take your feet to the floor. Just put the block to the side.